Hi guys, welcome back. Today we are solving a memory drawing question which is usually for 55 marks. In this question, you will be judged for sense of perspective, understanding of scale and proportion, human figures, and visualizing and drawing the effect of light and shadow cast. The primary emphasis in scoring the drawing section will be on the candidate's drawing, imagination, and observation skills. So let's start with the first question, that is, imagine your height is reduced to 10 inches. It's a cloudy day. Children are playing with paper boats in puddles. Draw the scene. We start with the perspective, that is, you start with drawing a line, that is the vanishing line, and then mark a vanishing point. This specific question is 1 point perspective, so we start with drawing the lines lighter so that even if we erase and there is a mistake, you can correct. Now, because you are reduced to 10 inches, you will see everything up close and the nearer things bigger and the farther things smaller than usual. In the question, it is mentioned that children are playing with paper boats, and that is the highlight of the question. So you have to emphasize this thing in your paper. That is why the paper boat becomes enlarged, the kids are enlarged, and they are the main focal point of the drawing. Next, we look into understanding of scale and proportion. In this, the same thing which I mentioned before, you are 10 inches small. That is why everything will be up close and bigger at your end. Now let's look into the human figures. The scale of the human figure reduces with the perspective, and the farther one will be the tiniest human figure, as you can see. Darkening the perspective lines. Now you could see a rough picture of the perspective and the drawing coming up. The details of street lamp and wires will make your image look more detailed and will add to your marks. Again, these are the doors, so I marked it with the vanishing point and going on just drawing vertical lines with the same line. I'll be making a separate video with all these aspects, that is just a video for understanding of perspective, then human figures, human scale and proportion, and also shade and shadow. So look for that. Next, let's look into shade and shadow. So we start with shading of the image. Here I took a softer pencil, that is HB or 2B. Before I drew the whole drawing with H pencil, which is very light and it's good for perspective lines and construction lines so that you build your image. Shade and shadow is basically one thing that you imagine a light source and then according to it move on shading. We'll have a separate video on this. Here I showed some reflection in the puddle because obviously it will have some water. That is why the boat is getting reflected, and there I just drew straight lines so that the reflection is shown. In perspective, make sure the nearer things are darker than the things far away because the visibility of the things near is much more clearer to your eyes and hence it draws an effect of perspective. The darker things are also shaded to show that it's a cloudy day. I'm just shading dark clouds in the sky. You don't have to draw it like a tree. Make sure you just shade it lightly. Using my fingers to just smoothen out the shading so it gives a natural effect. Plus, let me know in the comment section if you want me to solve more such questions. See you. Bye.